get to Miss Pam's house?
I use an observation.
Okay.
Observation is when you look and listen to learn something.
Okay, so what are we looking for to get to Miss Pam's house?
And the small bricks has toys and has a new track that has a lot of trees and a big tree, a little tree, and long tree.
Okay, so she has a lot of trees in her yard. So we're observing a house that's made of bricks and has large trees, right? Okay.
And don't forget that Miss Pam's house has the roof. That sign says S-T-O-P. That says stop! Struck a flag sign!
Well, Quincy, I have to stop at the stop signs.
You see another stop sign? Say stop sign.
It's another stop sign somewhere. Okay, well, we're just going to keep looking for stop signs. When you see one, you let me know. You just keep letting me know till we get to a stop sign. Do you see one?
I think I saw one. It was shaped like this.
Okay.
An octagon.
Okay.
I think I saw another one.
You saw another one too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Another stop sign.
Okay.
That's where we spell it.
Spell it.
S-T-P-O. That's the stop.
Okay.
Struck a flag.
Quincy, are you gonna be good at Miss Pam's house? Okay. You gonna be good to your teacher? Okay. You gonna help Miss Pam with some of the teaching too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last got home from school, and then he's back home, and then I was so, Mom, there's another stop sign. S-T-O-P. Think I saw another one.
All right. We just gonna point out all the stop signs today. You just gonna point them out.
What was that?
I just drove in a puddle, Quincy. That's just a rain puddle. I just had to drive in it.
Now you made the car all wet. No.
I made the car all wet. I know. I think the rain made the car wet, Quincy.
Wow. We got that right up to this.
Okay, now where do we go to get to Miss Pam's house? What direction do we go?
That way.
Are we turning right or left?
Why?
I think we're gonna make a left right here.
The left way.
Okay, so yeah, so we do. When we turn left, then we do have to make a right turn.
Well, we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, I
have the 3 big trees and a house made of brick.
That's Miss Pam's house.
Yep, so that was our drive with me to daycare, okay? My son had to tell me how to get to his daycare. And he had to tell me when the stop signs came up. Oh boy, it is so rainy this morning. It is. This rain is gonna turn into snow. I can't do this. I just can't. Oh, I want me some Chick-fil-A so bad. Might have to stop and get me some. It might just be one of those days where I have to stop and get some Chick-fil-A. I try not to stop and eat before I get to work, but I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. So, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. This is what I had to say. Last night, my son had a parents-teacher conference. You know, he sees the parents as teachers through his school district. And it's like every single time I talk to this lady, she is pressing me about this COVID vaccine and trying to make Quincy come back to school. And all, you know, she do her little thing with Quincy. Quincy don't pay her no attention. And so now it's like every conversation that we have, oh, so are you getting the COVID? Did you get your COVID vaccine yet? I said, no, I did not. Well, because when the kids return to school, you know, the parents have to have proof that they've had a COVID vaccine. I'm not getting a COVID vaccine. Quit pressing me about it. If it ain't been brought up to me through my job, which it has not, we're not being pressed to get this COVID vaccine. If, you know, his daycare is not making him get a COVID vaccine or making it required for the parents to get a COVID vaccine, then I'm not pressing it. But I'm not getting the COVID vaccine because I don't know, you know, much about it, and I don't know how it will react to my disability. You know, I've talked to my doctor, and my doctor suggested that I should not get it because enough research has not been done on people with my particular disability. So, you know, I'm leaving it at that. You know, if they not making it mandatory to get this COVID vaccine, then I'm not even worried about it. I'm not finna worry about it. You're not finna press me about it, you know, because it's another district by me, Hazelwood School District, where, you know, their kids are getting ready to start. They're going to allow their kids to come back into the building. And, you know, I have friends that are in the Hazelwood School District. I haven't had a chance to ask them, are they going to let their kids come back? But I'm pretty sure one of my friends is not going to let her kids go back. You know, because she's a nurse also, and she doesn't she has already said that, you know, if they allow the kids to come back, she's not going to let her kids come back. I feel her on that. That's her decision, and trust me, if I could stay at home and homeschool mine all the time, if he could stay at daycare, I would. Trust me, I would. But working from home, it just I can't do it, especially if you have a toddler. Now, if you're on a schedule and you can have your kids at home while you're at home, and then you go to work in the evening, that works for you. But as for because they sent me the re-enrollment for the pre-K program, and I did it, and, you know, they was asking the questions like, do you want all day or half day, 4 days a week, you know, things like that. I picked all day. I picked the all day program. Now, is it going to be online? I don't know. But if they have the option for it to be online, then yes, I would want him to stay online work in the daytime, and his school, I don't know the elementary schedule, but I know they start late at like 8:45, 9 o'clock, something like that. Well, I have to be at work at 9 o'clock. So, I mean, that works out good for me because then somebody will have to take him and pick him up. And I'm just not really trying to do all of that, you know. I would have to try and find transportation for him to get to school. Well, I can drop him off at school, but getting picked up from school, he would end up being in aftercare till I get off work. If he was supposed to start going, let's say he was to start school tomorrow at a campus, then I would have to make plans for him to either get picked up when he gets out of school, or he would have to go to aftercare at the school. And that's how that would be. But I'm not finna let nobody stress me and press me about getting this COVID vaccine because it then came out. Okay, it came out. That doesn't mean that I'm supposed to jump right on board to get a COVID vaccine. The last vaccine, that I got was the flu vaccine. My son got the flu vaccine. That was the last vaccine he got. If they try and make these kids get COVID vaccines, I'm not with it. I will homeschool him after that until there's further research done on it. I'm not. I just hate being pressed about things. Having it forced, especially this COVID vaccine. Okay, if y'all want to get it, that's fine. That's y'all. That's y'all decision. But I know what decision I'm making over in this house. And as for the COVID vaccine being done in this house to me and to my child, no, I haven't had COVID. I've known people to have COVID, but I'm so picky about who's at my house. And when you come over, yes, I do Lysol you down. And if you get offended, then you don't have to come over no more. So, the only person that really comes over to my house is two people: my baby daddy and my best friend. Those are the only two people that have been over at my house since this COVID. My mom came over there maybe a couple of times to watch my son while I went to the grocery store. But other than that, don't nobody come over there. Don't nobody come over to my house. I have my little table where I disinfect everything. When you come in, I do take your temperature. But other than that, don't nobody come over to my house. It's just me and Quincy up in there. I have those three people over to my house, and that's maybe like once or twice a month. Now, his dad was a little upset because, I was telling him, like, you've been around people with COVID, a family member with COVID, and then you want to be popping up over at my house. No, that ain't gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. You got offended because I was spraying you with Lysol, disinfectant. When I come in the house, I take my clothes and my shoes off, wash my hands, shower. That's just me. That's how I run my house. So we not spreading outside germs all around the house all willy-nilly. That's just me. But yeah, I'm not gonna let these people, press me about this vaccine and having it to work and everything else. They haven't made it mandatory. It's not a mandatory vaccine that needs to be put on your shot records. So I'm not even pressed over it. Not at all. I know people that got the vaccine, and it was like, it don't hurt. You know, after you get the second one, you might feel a little weak or whatever. Okay, that's y'all. That's how y'all was feeling. But I don't know how I would feel. I don't know what would happen to me. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on it. But I promise you, I'm not getting it no time soon. I'm not. And I probably won't get it at all. Probably not. Well, I got enough time to go to Chick-fil-A. So that's my thing about this, you know, this COVID, being stressed, and then now you got the governor talking about people who then filed for unemployment and doing the overpayments, that they gonna make it a requirement to pay them back. If people still out here in a hardship because of COVID, they done lost their jobs. I've even seen on TV where people that's behind on rent and they put the pause on the eviction. Well, some of these landlords are going in and just throwing the people's stuff away, changing the locks, you know, turning off the utilities, you know, like that. And I get it, because some people, I'm not saying all, some people were behind on rent before this COVID even hit. You were behind on rent in October, November, December, and January of 2019. You done got out a whole year without being evicted to get your money up, to pay these landlords something, and you ain't been paying them nothing. So now you've been living scot-free. Because one thing for sure about me, after I lost my job, I made sure that the main bill was paid, which was rent. You can always get utility assistance from these companies, but rent, I made sure I paid that. That was the main bill that I made sure that I paid. Because if I got evicted, where was I going to go? I wasn't going to have nowhere to go. Wasn't nobody going to take me and a kid up. No. I was going to be ass out for real. So, yeah, like I said, a lot of people have been taking advantage of these, I could have got in on the other side. A lot of people have been taking advantage of these landlords, you know, not paying rent. Chick-fil-A for breakfast. I decided to treat myself because cafeteria food is so nasty all the time. The only thing I eat is french fries in the cafeteria because the food is so nasty, and I don't want to be like that. I don't like that because the food is so nasty. Cafeteria food is so nasty at work. It is so nasty. So I got my Chick-fil-A for breakfast, and then I will be satisfied for the rest of the day. Even the salads be nasty because they just are. Y'all like my song, my food song? I call it cafeteria food is nasty. This hospital food is nasty. I don't think no other hospital food is better than Barnes. I'm sorry. Barnes and Children's, best cafeteria food. This food here is unseasoned and stale and gross. Yeah, cafeteria food is nasty. It is really nasty. But yeah, I'm getting ready to pull up to, well, I am at work. I'm just got to get to my parking lot to get into work. I'm on the boonies end, as I call it. The boonies end of the parking lot. these people are here getting these COVID vaccines. This parking lot is full. Like, really, really full. This parking lot is full to the brim. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'm going to enjoy my Chick-fil-A. Bye.